So I did get feedback from the tournament. Cyan said he got his butt kicked. Jeff said he played great, and Rob said he played great.
Cool.
So sure, I thought that was pretty good.
You know who Cyan got his butt kicked by?
I think because, like, unfortunately, he only played in the 13s and the under 1300, under 1500.
Yeah.
So you get a good draw. And Rob like won a couple matches. Jeff said his step round was on fire. So I don't think Cyan lost to either Rob or Jeff. But Cyan's response was really like, "I got to train more." Like, good. I don't think the intel practices are giving him
much. That's why I stopped doing it.
They can also do like a false sense of that you're doing a good job. When none of these guys know their feet, but they've got good hands. I sent Leah a text asking her how her family was doing when she thought she would be back. So until I hear from her, if this is better for you,
Yeah.
at 6:30, it's yours.
Does she normally do it at 6? Yeah.
I mean, for me,
Yeah, some nights I'll be able to do 6, some nights it'll need to be 6:30. 6:30 will be more consistent. Doing this is easier than doing the GUA at 6, because this is easier to get to.
right.
I don't have to get on my freeway to get here.
The thing is, it's just, if you finish it at 7:45, you still have a little bit of your evening.
Yeah. It's not immediately just going on showering.
Yeah, go home
and
and
then
just like, yeah.
So one thing I was working on with you that I was feeling like my backhand had gotten totally off. And what it was is I was thinking too much about going forward instead of hinging and going sideways.
Yeah, the hinging and going sideways has two things that are really good. Number one, put your paddle in the same spot on every backswing. Number two, use good muscle groups. What you have to be aware of is that if I go fast after you've gone across, then you might have a chance to block.
Yeah, I think I'm probably doing that too much. And the other thing we talked about is not putting the shoulder back. That if you want to do shoulders, you actually fold in half. So just like your right arm comes in, but your left.
You keep the wall here versus.
Yeah, this stays here, and you can bring your right shoulder in to do it if you want to get more oomph on it, but not this.
Right, because with that, you can't go here. Because there's no time to turn your shoulder from back. I mean, it's just like, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
And then I block it. But right now, the stroke here, the wrist and forearm balance is good. I've got to get some new rubber. That's one thing I have to do. I think I'm going to stop at Power Palace tomorrow.
Are you feeling better? You said you were going to do
Oh my gosh, I've had the worst case of lower GI tract issues.
That's not fun.
And I feel great now. So, when I was in the restroom like 6 hours, Charmin stock went up.
Yeah. 2%.
Yeah, they were just like, wow, if this is what everyone uses, we're in good shape. So, the thing was, I didn't eat anything. So it wasn't like I was there because of constipation or anything. It was just like, I felt like I was good there.
I've never managed to get a single one of those back
When you play GA, it's at Paddle Parks on which day?
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays and 6.
And is it at 67?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. That's good. Woo!
Boom. On the rebound.
what you have to make sure is that the plane from the racket starting to the racket gets flattened, because I'm blocking, there's a little bit of topspin.
Yeah.
So the more that you can feel that you're coming over and through it, so that you're coming in at that angle versus
Am I going low to high too much?
little low to high. But what happens is the low to high, it's not so bad if you're a little bit late because you can always hold back.
Mm-hmm.
If you're early, now you're already on that final little lofting or that lifting. Your rubber, because of its quality, you can cover the hell out of it.
Yeah.
It's not going to go in there. Just
And I guess when I discover it more, it feels like I'm just contacting it here instead of here. Because when you're coming in like this, it's
yeah, it feels like a thinner piece.
yeah.
But that's the beauty of Chinese. Is
Okay.
that's why removing is so easy, because you can catch it. Just keep that backswing close to the ball. Yeah, exactly. And then you can throw your shoulders and hips to really have everything going for you. 1 minute. Ooh. Nice. Good ways, good ways. Chill. Come on. Good. That's right. They solved it. Good deal. It was really interesting during the tournament. The referee gave a person who was coaching a yellow card for inappropriate communications. And the ITTF and USA Table Tennis just adopted a rule that says we can't regulate, because we don't know every language on the book, what people are saying when they coach, so we're not going to enforce it at all.
Right, because you would have to have someone who spoke every language that every coach was speaking for it to be fair.
So the ITTF did that September 1st. USA Table Tennis said, well, we don't want tournaments to fall apart because people are just like screaming every point, serve to his backhand. Well, both players can hear that.
Yeah.
So they waited until December to implement it. But no one at Paddle Palace, the referees knew. So during the tournament, they were operating off of old rules.
Yeah.
So imagine this, if you're playing a match, I can coach you during the games, like in between games, but I can also say, whether it's with a signal or whatever, attack more to his backhand, today could be opposite day.
Yeah.
And the guy wouldn't know. The guy's like, oh, I'm going to get ready over here. And then you're just pounding everything to the forehand.
Right.
But it adds such an interesting dynamic. I mean, it's putting a football coach into a game versus the quarterback calling it.
Right.
Because you got two eyes. If the coach works with the player a lot and says, oh, I know you're good against underspin, and I can say, so underspin means something, versus somebody saying, well, what could that guy miss? He could miss it, but it doesn't set my player up.
Right.
You gotta know what the player's been working on, what they're comfortable with. So Judy said there might be a May tournament. I don't know if that fits, or if, where's your...
Yeah, maybe, I mean...
I would love, now that she's done the one tournament she's been doing regularly, is to like key on one of those. If I can, or if I can have Elizabeth watch Caitlin do her ballet activity.
Is actually try to help your players win
Yeah,
through
right.
active coaching.
Yeah, exactly. And Samson Davina, when he was here, he actually tried just doing Bluetooth and just basically talking through your phone into a Bluetooth receiver. So now we are the quarterback from the sidelines where the coach is saying, why don't we go with the backhand serve, short to the backhand. Obviously you have to fine tune it so that you're not taking thinking away from the player.
Right.
But it might be like, hey, I'm just...
It's not making them analyze their
Right,
own
so
game.
I'm thinking what I would do as a coach is I would probably do some games where I'm just doing more the mental or the, hey, good job, stay relaxed, play great, versus over tactic.
Right.
Because you keep, I mean, I'm like, serve short, and then they push high, and I'm like, smack! You can't coach during the point.
Right.
You can only coach in between. And the Bluetooth is just like amazing, because you don't...
As long as it doesn't, like, fall out or be distracting.
I tried one, and it was amazing how it
Snug and...
you can always do a head again.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about what we want to accomplish tonight. One thing I do want you to do, because I think it worked well last time and I just want to regurgitate it, is some of the loops against chop. Do you want to throw that at the end? And throw that at the beginning?
Beginning's always good.
Okay.
Also, Jue and I actually worked on backhand looping. Yeah.
Off of understood?
Yeah.
So, what I think will be really smart, we will do 10 minutes. You can just serve it out, I'll chop it. But then I want to do maybe even a 5-minute addition. No, let me do it this way. We'll do 7.5. And then we'll do another 7.5 where you spoken with your backhand.
Okay.
And then so you'll get 15
Yeah.
total, but at least we get the backhand in there.
Wouldn't players be better if they could mix in chops with a regular topspin forehand instead of just being all topspin or all chop? It seems like being able to take people off balance by switching it up.
Everyone's finding so hard for the attack that when you give it up so gingerly,
Yeah.
I mean, it would be, I mean, the slice in tennis can screw people up.
Right.
But if it was like, I made a great backhand kill, and then you made a weak ball, and if I was forced to slice that versus just pound it, you
I guess in tennis, a slice is pretty much always a safe shot. You're never giving anything.
and it seems like you're doing it because of you're in a no win. Like they played a deep ball to your backhand, and you're like, you got nothing to work with either. You
Right.
just give it back to them. But once you get the offensive upper hand, the slice, you can't slow the ball down when you're trying to shoot it past them. If you do this, the touch is insane, and then if you mistime it, the guy's like, oh, thanks, I'm back into the rally.
Yeah.
And remember, think how easy and how much time you have to loop underspin. You just go over there and
Yeah,
lift it up.
that's true.
Wow, those were 3 amazing steps.
Don't need to do that much.
Excellent, good, good.
Hiccups.
You move them out of your system.
You're going really high tonight.
I'm liking with
I guess I'm using more legs and stuff than I'm used to using.
moments, and your racket is actually, for some reason, it's staying nice in here, and you're getting good lift on every one of them.
Yeah.
It's not going down so much here where you're passing through it. It's more like I'm in lift phase.
Right. I just don't need to use my arm as much as I'm used to, I guess.
Beautiful. Good.
Ooh, that came up more than I thought it was going to.
Excellent. Good, good, good. Very solid, very solid. Whoa, whoa. It's been... Good, 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 good. What I really like is your relationship to your racket, to the ball, plus your body is a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
It's just like, here's the ball that you guard. It's not like this or
Right.
here or up here. It's like, here's the ball. I can lift from here every time. Oh, that's just really good. That is really good. Nice, nice. Oh, that's heavy.
Really hard to focus on the hiccups.
Try to hit it on the hip.
Huh? Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's pretty. Does it feel to you that there's just a hell of a lot less scramble?
Yeah,
But it's just-
very relaxed. It's easy.
And it's like you're looping your own spin, but you know what you're putting on it. Beautiful, just beautiful. You tie this off with your serve and it's game over. Good, good. Okay, so here's the small top quiz. You're serving to me. I'm a chopper. What can I do off of my chop to put pressure on you? I can load it up and
You have to
see-
hit it really deep and hard
right.
onto my back.
Or the other opposite end of the spectrum is,
Just hit it really short and soft.
or dead and deep,
Yeah.
and hopefully that you bite. I'm thinking, oh, he's
Oh, it's
loading it
underspin.
up. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna hit
jack
it off
it,
the table.
and then I come up and I go. Versus,
Yeah.
I can't do it with the long pips off the serve because I don't have any control. All you have to do is serve light, underspin. When I do long pips, it's a dead ball.
And it'll just
It's
pop
like
up
house
and
and you
just
can just crank it. So what you have to do is when you're serving to me, not get into the habit of thinking that every one of my chops is going to be heavy spin because that's how I could beat a weak player, but you understand how to loop heavy spin. So then my next move is, okay, well, he knows how to loop heavy spin. I got to vary it.
Right.
Maybe a little deader, a little deeper, a little wider, because my first rule would be, I would just load it up and let it loop in the net. Because the heavier you loop the first one, the more I get to give you back.
Right.
After 3 loops, you're in the net. But right now you're like, why would I loop in the net? I can always go higher.
Right.
So I got no more heavy. Heavy just gets thrown out. So on this one, what I want you to do is serve. You can do the same forehand or if you want to mix it up. I want you to open up with the backhand.
Okay.
After you've made the backhand loop in this region, I will chop and then you just keep doing the forehand. Same drill, get that backhand loop in off of it. I will give you a clean deep ball to the backhand, something that you can work off of.
Have to remember how to do this way.
Good. That's it, that's it. Nice.
Oh, I'm doing anything like this, not like this.
Yeah, yeah. Center of the body, lift a little with the elbow up and pull. Good luck, good luck, good luck.
I just gotta track the second ball out. I'm so impressed with myself.
The first one's so nice, it's like, take the picture. Get in there. Good.
Don't just miss it.
When I go that fast, it's because you beat me on the tempo.
Yeah.
I'm just stabbing at it. I'm not like, oh, let me change the pace.
Right, no, I know. It's just.
You don't backswing allowed when your ball's that quick. Nice. Good, good. And play that backhand some here and some here.
Okay.
Live in the edges of it.
Oh, good touch.
Nice. That's good.
Oh, that bounced so weird. It looked like it was coming in with a lot, would bounce high, and then it just sort of.
Yeah, when you put that much spin, I've got no forward momentum because I've just hit the back of it, so
Yeah.
they're just underskids.
I found Wuzzy.
Yeah,
Wuzzy. Oh, here's Susie.
we got every ball has to be. Good. Come on. Position. Beautiful. Just great reaction off the quick push, Susie.
I don't get
yeah,
that.
dang it.
I was done. I was just amazed that I got that one.
I would say 3 weeks ago, you didn't even touch that ball.
Yeah.
No, I mean, forget looping it on the table with spin, but
Right.
it would be just like, and obviously we don't have backhand before, but it was like
Right.
up here versus like, oh, there it is, pop and get those hips. That was so good on the forward
Yeah.
twist after the little,
Okay.
just bent it down.
Don't miss that one. Oh, don't miss those. A little bit too close.
Nice, nice, nice.
I wonder how many like hard edge balls that have gone straight up in a really tall building and then land to go on to win the point.
There's one or two YouTube where a guy hits it straight up and both players like this, and the ball just literally lands right here.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, what's, there's actually a two on
The point's still
ESPN.
going.
Yeah. Good,
Alright.
counts.
Oh.
I can't chop any better than this. I mean, I'm surprised that my ball's so low. Oh my
No,
gosh.
none of us saw that was going in.
Gravity. Good backhand, good level. Uh-huh. this is what you're supposed to do. Somebody gives you a rocket return, and you're like, I'm going to use some of your pace.
Yeah.
Take my time, spin it up, balls in play, here's the hot potato on your side.
Right.
Here's the grenade, what are you going to do with it? And I'm like, ah! So we don't need to force them when we can smooth them.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, good try. Nice backhand, damn. Can't get underneath it.
Oh, no, is it? I saw it.
Just can't bring it down.
Oh!
Yes!
My turn.
The bottom just falls out of it.
Yeah, I was like,
It's those magnets I put in there. Two more. One more. Perfect. 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 So think about this again. Let's tie all these, not loose ends, but let's tie all these components. You're doing your forehand serve. You're playing the Persian, you're like, oh, I gotta get my forehand loop in. No, you don't. Because if you put your forehand loop off your serve from here to here, and when you push there, you loop it, and if you put your backhand loop in from here to here, it's a much more comfortable first ball. And your backhand loop nails a person if they float it a little bit up, because you're right here and you're able to go right in.
right. I feel actually comfortable enough to try making that shot some percentage of the time now, where before, if it came to my backhand, I was just going to try to make a half-hearted push stab at it.
The push stab basically undid any advantage you might have had off of the serve.
Right.
And
Well, I wasn't making that shot because I wanted to. It's just before it was just the one shot I felt like I had a decent percentage chance of still being on the table after I tested it. And now I feel like I've actually got a real stroke on that side.
I would almost say that the backhand loop, all things created equal, is actually a higher value shot, because off of that it gives the forehand some.
Right. Well, I never really expected this shot beforehand.
Right. And by you keeping your elbow down, you're getting a lot of speed and spin on the backhand loop. It's not like you're just doing a slow roll. You're getting speed and spin because you're coming up, forward, and through it, and that's spinning.
That was a big thing you and I were talking about before. I was going like this with my elbow and just keeping it going.
Right, just let, I mean, have you ever pulled a lawnmower?
Yeah, yeah.
It's the same kind of, you just pull through it and just let that elbow help let the
Yeah, and then you let it
forearm
flow through.
torque through it, yeah. But I mean, that backhand, and again, you saw it in the drill, it took 3 or 4 to get the combo from the backhand angle to deal with the forehand.
Right.
And
Yeah.
we've had that issue of change of angles where it's like, I'm not even touching the ball, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Well, a lot of it is being in position hip-wise
Right.
to come up and
But I think part of the problem, the ones that I was missing, are probably the ones where I turned my left shoulder too. So I turned my left shoulder to hit it, and then I wasn't ready to then go this way.
And if you don't have this and this going through the ball, and we're just kind of going here,
Yeah.
that ball coming, you're actually going this way.
Right.
Whereas when you turn them, you take this stroke and you
actually
line
put
it up
forward.
forward. But those are, I mean, that combo there is, I was pleased with my chopping. And you were able to get into the fourth ball pretty regularly.
And we had that one that we got to like 12 or 13 or
And
something.
the thing was, in the, let's call it 12, in the 6 that you did, none of them were forced.
Yeah.
Every single one of them was your quads
Right.
getting up and through it.
It wasn't until like the last 3 or 4.
And that's because I'm doing this,
Right.
because normally at PPC, I would be back another 6 feet and you'd have so much time.
Right.
Then you'd have to battle over hitting, because I would be back and you'd be like, oh, I got a really good hit. BAM!
Yeah.
I'm so far back. You don't do that. You just have a little bit more spin,
Mm-hmm.
bring me in, and my ball starts to pop.
Right.
Because if I'm chopping from here, I can't get under it.
Right. And then it'll pop a bit, and
It
then you
has
just
to pop.
smash it at an angle.
Then, yeah, then you've got 2 that you can work with. Let's looping off a chop. Let's have you do a drill where you can do the same serve. I will flip it. We'll just work on one backhand loop, one forehand loop. But my flip to add some variability to it. I'll either flip it easy to your middle of your forehand or easy to the lower backhand. Right after serve, here comes the flip, you loop. Everything's into my backhand. I'm alternating. Go 7.5. Those were just.
That was one of the best of that drills I think we've ever
Yeah,
done.
I mean, but we were doing 1.5 better than we've ever done. Usually
Yeah.
it's 2 loops and then you're Luke Skywalker. You're like leaning this way or you're over here. That time it was like this. I'm looping it. I'm looping
Luke
it.
Skywalker is my hero.
So cool.
If he's not awesome in this next movie, I'm gonna cry. Like if they kill him off, really, I just want the second movie to just be him like wrecking face the entire movie.
Okay. So again, I'll flip your serve.
Just understand.
Yeah, same service line.
Yeah, fine.
You're gonna alternate.
It always takes me one to figure out what we're doing.
Nice back, nice and sweet. Stay with that backhand, don't make adjustments. That's easy.
I seem to have lost my forehand. Maybe it's in the lost and found.
Second to last one was really nice. Less is more.
Oh, come on.
I will take it and raise you 2.
Hey, that's a bitch.
I will
I will raise it.
match and raise. Good recovery. I will give you a net. Beautiful, beautiful. For some reason, you're able right now to take the loop off of underspin compactness and put it into the top spin.
Yeah.
Don't overdo it. You don't have to work harder. You just have to be patient. Let that ball come back.
That was not my hand.
First line right there. Excellent.
Oh.
Good try, good try, good try. I still want to send this video to Ben Larkham and say, how is your guy doing?
How's your what?
A pro in a year? Because both of you guys started about the same time.
Right.
And literally, the quality that you're doing tonight is no joke. It's like 19, and the highest that guy got was like 11.
Yeah.
It's not even. Now the pressure's on.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Never compliment
go.
I'm going to step back. I'm trying to step back on some of these and start opening up more on the forehand.
Just remember, if you step back, the whole goal is to have your shoulders go through the ball.
Right, well, that's what I want to improve
Yeah,
on.
so
anyway.
just as you step back, make sure the ball is being struck here.
Right.
Don't step back and then catch
And
it.
then,
Hit it, right, and then you're doing the 3-pound. That is good, Steve. Good. Stay relaxed.
So we keep catching edge and follow the ball.
Good. On that one, after the serve, it's really good to track with the shoulder turn.
Yeah.
Because then your hand can just stay in the path of the ball.
Right.
If the hand pulls back, if you're not in sync at that point, then the shoulder's like,
It all falls apart.
they're not sure what you're doing with it. Beautiful. Good. The ball was dying. Good. That was nice. That was equal to the loops. Good try. Good try.
I'm getting way too below.
Right, that's exactly. Just let me lift you.
Not forward, sideways.
Oh, that's a good backhand. Nice. Good, good. Such a different starting point on backhand looping chop, where you're below the ball, and
Yeah.
backhand looping this one where you're.
Yeah, you can sort of understand the forehand off of underspin based off your forehand on topspin, but if you try to equate the two on backhand, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's all over. Heavy spin. I'll take it.
There's a lot.
It's okay. Still take both. That was a really solid backhand with fire one.
Yeah,
You made a high quality fire one fast, and you got behind and
it
just
just stood up and brushed it.
One more. So, one big thing I want to just drive home. You were doing it a bit subconsciously. That first ball, getting your racket close to it, and kind of using a little bit of my tempo and my spin. Because remember, off of your serve,
Yeah, I'm not trying to do a full stroke on it like something
that's
I
the
used
key.
to.
If you do a full stroke, that ball's already giving you the Jimmy Gamba juice, right? It's
Yeah.
just like, it's never going to be clean. It's going to be a half a bounce to the left or half. And you just take that half, you basically say, yeah, I can put more spin on my half stroke than you can put taking off the spin on my serve. And if I direct it and I keep it low, I've got the keys to the car. Versus, and then it hits the edge of my racket, and I'm like, why did I miss that? Well, you missed it because you took a full swing on a ball that was like,
Already had juice on it.
right, or a football bouncing, and you're like, why was it not
You're
bouncing
trying to,
straight
you're
up?
trying to hit it with the baseball
Oh,
bat.
that, right, as
As if it was going to bounce straight up.
straight up. And that is something, again, when you realize something on your end, then you use it against the opponent. When they serve, the more I can flip their side spin serves, the more I can flip their underspin serves, the uglier ball I'm going to give them, because that flip in real life would look clean, but they just gave me side chop. So now I'm giving them a flip with the side chop.
Right, they're going to have to make that same adjustment or die.
Right, so it's like you juice up the serve, you take off stuff. That's why the dead serve becomes a real clean weapon, because if the guy doesn't do much, the guy doesn't give much. But if I have my best serve and you flip it, I got to deal with that crap on the ball.
Right.
Having consistent spin off your serve allows you to be able to start to take those ugly ducks that are doing this and being able to just rip into it. But for the most part, if you're like, nope, not a big deal, not a big deal, and then get into here, the same. You make a rip, it comes at you fast, not a big deal.
Yeah.
We like get toe plated armor, we don't shoot ourselves. We don't be like, oh, I gotta rip this one, I'm gonna rip this one, I'm gonna rip this one. It's not gonna, I rip this one, oh, this one's a little bit off, I put on.
Yeah.
Oh, I made a good one here, oh, I got a little bit more.
Finish.
Yeah, because the loop that you did off of my chops with the backhand, those had so much spin on them that it doesn't matter what crap I give you, you can spin through it.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta set up, you gotta get all your turn, you gotta be in position, because if you're over here, you got nothing. If you're over here, your elbow's not gonna help you. So tonight so far, it's really, we look at the strokes, but it's been your setup. Your setup and body position, and the ones you've missed, you said to yourself, oh, a little bit too close.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit early, I jumped back and it was up here. But for the most part, timing-wise, and that's what sucks with this sport, is it takes, okay, I got the timing down.
Yeah.
Because we've had the strokes.
And then you change the stroke a little bit, and
Yeah,
then you
you
have
do
to
the
find the timing
But
again.
the thing here right now is you're playing within yourself. This is almost, and I've never seen you play tennis, but I'm imagining that when you're playing tennis and you're a better player than the opponent, you just run them around. You
Yeah.
just bang them, and they're like, what are they going to do?
Yeah, it feels effortless.
And this is, I mean, you're looping the chops, you're looping the topspins. My best shot tonight was when I flipped the ball to your backhand, you went like this.
Mm-hmm.
There was just no hesitation. It was like, I'm not going to shoot myself in the foot. I'm going to just spin it on. And it gave you enough time to make a quality loop here, because you go 5% too hard here, you can't make it up over here.
Right.
You're playing catch
You
up.
have to be to put it at such an extreme angle that they're not getting it back.
And then, again, just to take, how do I burn you as a chopper? I got to take spin off, because I can't beat you on heavy. How do I beat you in this scenario? When you're controlling it, I just have to hope that you get bored after 6 shots and you don't move your feet.
Or try to just end it.
Right.
On the ball.
I'm hoping that you're overhitting or you get lazy.
Yeah.
And I will live there. I will be like, you know what? And it's same as I would think in tennis, like clay. If it's going to take me 13 shots to win the point and I can win it with 13,
That's what we'll do.
11, 12, 13, here we come. Because I know I can put a person out of position. Once they miss it the 3rd time, they get frustrated, they start to overhit. Now I only have to do 6.
Right.
So I don't need to beat you by putting the ball by you if I know I can extend past your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Right. But these loops so far, okay, we got to take, again, we're adding such good components from the backhand loop to the loop off of my serve return. What I want to do now is I want to serve it short, and I want you to flip the ball, and we get into the exact same thing.
You should make a ball pit out of ping pong balls.
And then light them.
No, a ball pit, like, like for kids.
Oh,
you crawl into it.
They have that at the gymnastics places, don't they? Where they like dive in, and they're like, I think they're bigger.
As a kid, ball pits were always one of my favorite. Of course, public ball pits are just like
Dusting, like the kid who sneezes in it
Yeah.
and wipes his. Okay, so if I'm playing it as a chopper, you've got no problem getting to the point. If I'm playing as a serve returner and I'm flipping your serve, no problem getting to the point. Now, I serve short.
That was awful. 2 more.
If I serve short, that first flip that you do has to keep the ball in play and extend to where you can make that first loop. So let me do the first 5 minute. This is going to be a video. We've got 10 minutes, and then we've got games. So I'm going to serve for this one, side top, short to your forehand. I need you to step in, get to the side of the ball,
Do a little bit.
short to your forehand. You're going to flip it
Okay.
here. Then we just do the exact same drill, just alternating. So I just want to connect the flip, so it's like no matter what you do, I can get into loop, loop, loop. There we go.
Granny toss.
Okay, so 5 minutes on this. Now do short to back. This is awesome. This is so fun.
Oh, to your forehand.
That forehand. I'm sorry, I'm alternating.
Okay.
But you don't know where my first ball goes.
Right, okay. And you're taking showers for it.
Yeah. It's a banging. Topspin.
I do sort of have to go like this, right? I can't.
You can do that if you put your shoulders and have a shoulder back swing.
But then, if I do shoulders,
Watch
it's over
this,
here.
watch this. That's my shoulders. I mean, my shoulders are going to go all of 2 inches.
Okay.
Don't bring it back behind the table. Keep the racket here and then back it.
That's it. Okay, it's just managing when you make contact with the ball.
Make contact. You should feel a little bit of a.
Yeah.
You don't need to be out here as much as it's a short. It's a baby forehand.
Baby faces in there.
Boom.
Headshot. That would have gone in, you know.
Boom.
And then for your phone.
Good.
Back.
Just make sure you don't overstep it.
Sorry. Gross.
So if I'm here, I'm going to be
Yeah.
here. And then
I can do it down that side.
this is the side that counts. That's it. The further you're away, the easier it is because you're going to catch it right here. You're going to go
Yeah.
pop. The moment I
Oh,
get
no, and then here. Oh, God, I can't get away from that.
T-Rex. Boom, that's it. When you flip it in your mind, you gotta say, where's my opponent most? I'm most likely gonna be here.
Right, because it looks like I'm invested over there.
Nice. Yeah. Good, good. Excellent, just excellent. It all starts with a good flip. I'm not overstepping it.
I tried to make it nice and easy, but
And a little loop.
yeah.
But good, 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 good. Cheers. Good, good. Going, when I go to the point, it should be so easy for you because
Yeah.
I reach on my shoulders. I got the back, you got to move your feet. Oh, you got the top spin in. Lay it down on it. Yeah, a little bit of force, but the trickiest one was nice.
Yeah.
I had some.
My elbow came up.
Try to try. The more relaxed you are on that corner, the more snappy. Good job.
That was up here.
Yes. Good, good, good. Nice hands. Good fight. Try, good try. Good. Ah. Ah. Awesome. Best point ever. Good.
Oh, go get that. I was so shocked
Small
by
ball.
that.
Small ball. You had 3 or 4 in there where you could have easily overhit, and instead you went with finesse. you're able to keep the
And
tempo.
there are a few where I never hit.
Yep, but there's never finesses before. That's the beauty.
Yeah.
There was no, and most importantly, you're not overstepping it. And that's what people do 4 years later.
To be fair, on some of the ones that are overhit, I feel like they were the right balls to hit hard on. It's just I didn't do it right.
So think about this tactical conundrum. You go 10% too fast against another player, you're playing at a speed that they're comfortable with, and a speed that you're not accustomed to.
Right.
So when you play, let's say an 1800 player, you're better off doing 70% of what you're comfortable with and saying, you know what, I'm playing slow games.
Yeah.
But
try to slow his game down and then
beat it with the consistency.
Yeah.
Because your slow game at 70%, he can't counterattack you. It's not possible for me to take the balls you're giving me, add pace and tempo and spin, and sustain that.
Yeah, I guess the hard part is keeping your mental game up, because what it feels like when I'm playing people that are around my level, like that tall Indian guy, they just hammer it as hard as they can every single shot. And when I get it back, you know, they miss on the follow-up shot, but it feels really bad to lose when the other guy just hits it as hard as he can. It makes you feel like you're outclassed. And
Or
realizing
it feels like you've got no defense, you're just out there naked.
But you just have to remind yourself that percentages don't work that way.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly it. And you have to say to yourself, I can tighten up my ball, and their odds just go through the floor. I mean, they're going to be at 18 to 20% trying to put balls through you, and you just want to put the ball into play. Put the ball in play. It's like, you know, all of a sudden you're at 5-2, and you haven't even had to score. The tough thing is where you're like, I can't score with my blocks, and he's not slowing down after 10 balls.
Right.
Then you're like, I got to get my offense in somewhere.
Right.
Just like when I serve short here, I'm watching to see if your elbow has crossed that line. After you flip it here, if I see that as I'm hitting the ball, you're here, I am going right there.
Mm-hmm.
If I see that you're here, I'm not going here, because now you can
Have
actually
the easy route.
do something. Yeah, you've got the torque angle. Then I'm going back to your forehand, then I'm hoping that you just arm it. But what's happening is you're actually taking your time and getting the shoulders, so then it's like here, and then it's like, oh crap, I blocked 3 balls, and then you get a full wind up where it's like, here it comes.
Yeah.
And being patient to get to that wind up ball and not blowing your load early so that you loop a ball that's just not there. Okay, so on this one now, this is short to back one. Come in, bracket close, it's topspin, but the next ball is what we're actually working on. We'll do this for 5. This is going to go into our games a little bit, but so
Okay.
Good. I'll take that, sir.
Once you had a wide angle, you just couldn't help yourself.
What's on the chicken wing? You should be on the outside of the ball. Good. Good job. So you can see that I can see that the right forehand exploded. Neutral. And my ball was just half long by mistake. You had stepped in for this one, the ball was already on top of you. Really good footwork. Good over. Yeah, I'm screwed. I'm just like wall. Good, good.
Oh, no way! What is that?
That is some high quality slack. Right, 13.
Slowing down.
I see Wizzy. Good. Here comes Wizzy.
He wasn't very fuzzy though, was he?
Oh, here's his spin.
That's good as welcome to spin. Stop it.
And I saw
The backhand,
this.
backhand.
If you're going to take it, like, you try to get it. Good, 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 good.
Changing the spin.
Sounds good. Still side pop off. Ah! Oh, you're in trouble now. You made a mistake there. Put your elbow into it. Like, you must not tell you to do it. 20 seconds. Get
So
out.
fast.
It's a baiting tactic. If I can get you up over neck to over hip, then I can do the next one deep. So you gotta make sure that you come in, that you spin it.
Right, and I'm just hit it.
Right. Again, if you can spin it, then I have to block. Versus you go pat the back of it.
Stop, and then it just walks me
And
again.
that's only because of the new spring. Okay, well, I'll pick up, we're going plastic.
Going plastic.
Going plastic, and I'm going to pound you into the ground, so whatever good feelings you had, they're gone. And you're going to get these shots that I'm going to get to rail on because there's weights. You're getting 2 and 3 good balls, so I'm going to get to choose. And you're going to have to like take one shot and say, well, is he going to give me another good one? I know another good one's coming. So this is going to be...
I'm just waiting for all of your serves that you put longer in the net. That's where my equity is going to come from.
This is going to be a blast. This is going to be...
Well, rarely it ever has my drilling translated into game performance, so.
Okay, lower the expectations because I'm going to just pound you right now. Don't even think that, okay, we got 9 minutes.
I want to take one game to 8 points at least.
I'm going to try to keep it 0 every game and just, I'm going to be like, this doesn't make
I don't think you
sense.
got that in you.
I had one guy who was just talking so much crap.
Yeah.
And it was, so I had to do, these are 21-point games, 3 games at 0. And then it was like, squeak, 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 squeak. My friend in tennis did it too.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Is that called a golden set when you beat somebody that love and they don't want to get point?
Bagels.
No, not it.
Oh, okay.
The
Well,
whole.
yeah, I don't know if they've got a word for that.
He said it's called a golden set, and he
Yeah.
played college in like New Mexico or Arizona.
Mm.
He's like, it doesn't happen.
Right.
He said, but sometimes on the park and rec, you get somebody who thinks they're good, and you just run them left and right.
Yeah.
So it was painful. All right.
So it's on your side or my side?
Serves on my side. I'm keeping it, and I'm going to move this because I don't want to hear any excuses. That'll go off when it needs to go off. Enjoy. Zeros.
Okay.
3-2.
Ah!
2-4.
Yes. Ricochet. Going to the hospital.
6-2. 7-2.
I don't know why I'm trying to chop it like that.
Well, you had me. I was already stepping in. Good.
You're so mean.
There's no breathing or to talk to you. Okay, serves on your side.
I'm not using my eyes though.
Go on.
That's a moral victory. Stop trying so hard, you loser.
You don't understand how fun it is to play against a high quality ball. 2-0.
Like that? That's good. Alright, here we go. Nope.
Deep. By mistake. Low.
Come on, it's my point.
5.
Yes.
That is a good fight. 5-1. Good fight. Good fight. 5-1. I'm going to go back to the back cancel. 5-1. Lucky. 6-1.
That was mine.
1-7. Climb! 2-7. Good. I can't believe we were able to successfully flip with that. It's sort of good. 8-3. That's a better serve. That's gonna work.
Ah!
Take it. I will take it. I have nowhere to go. Okay, serve on the center.
Okay, get your fix. You can deal with the Leson space. I need to actually hit it like I mean it.
And once it's gone past 6 inches, that's a tough ball to block out. 1-0.
Is that under?
Super under.
Not looking like that.
It's actually cork, and if you come up on it, it'll go straight down.
Yeah.
But if you lift up, it can pop because I'm coming this way, so the ball's
Yeah.
coming this way. So it doesn't give you information when you miss it. It's like, oh, it's chop.
Alright.
You lift up, but if you hit on this part, since it's cork, you can still lift it up and be like, so you gotta make the back of it a little bit more. 0-2.
Gotta get my shoulders around that.
4. Five. 6. Oh my gosh, just another inch. I think you could have looped it by me on both sides, but
1-6.
1-6, let's go. Come on. 6-2.
Hook, line, and sinker.
17, all right, keep fighting, no let up. Lucky, 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 2-8. Lucky. Ooh, place to divot. 2-10.
I've heard of that, yes. I'm telling you, this is how I'm getting my equity.
9-3, let's go fight. Another, got 10 zeros.
Oh, is it? It's not sure then. Because it just became 10-3, wasn't it? Because it was 9-3. Anyway, doesn't matter.
There's no letting out. You're going to get elbows and wide angles. Enjoy. Let's go. 0-1. Oh, he doesn't deserve that. Come on. 1 apiece.
Oh, hit it, man. Don't just tap it.
2-1. 1-3.
Yes.
What a place! I had nowhere to go.
2-3.
2-3, nice. Good control. That's it. That's it. Oh, you dog! If you're late on my crack, he's got the angle. Let's go. 4-3. Just hit me in the head. Hit me. 4s. Fight, fight, fight!
Oh, man. I'm gonna
4-5. Fight.
it was so short, but also long.
6-4. 7-4. Almost. 4-8.
Yeah.
Let's go fight. Fight, 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 fight. Four 9.
I'm gonna do first loop, kind of. Should have in a better place.
4-10. He is scrambling. Let's go. 10-4.
Nice! Games.
Excellent, excellent. So, without question, quality of the drills, ridiculous. Now, again, let's get back to reality. Let's not be in la la land. When I'm blocking, you know where I'm going.
Right, yeah.
But when I'm blocking, you still have to have the presence of mind to be patient and not overdo it.
Right.
So that, in and of itself, is even as impressive of just going monster, monster, monster. You could see that.
I looked at the games, I was falling down more, not overhitting as much as I had at the beginning of the games. It's just trying to apply the same mindset in drills.
Right, and just feel a little bit more relaxed through it. I was looking for kind of earlier. Was it a red one that you were grabbing before?
Normally it's a red one.
Because I think the red one. I think one of the kids tried to use it for something. I'm like, is it dead?
No, it's absent at the moment.
Is it this guy? So
What is today?
13, lucky 13. Tomorrow is don't forget your girlfriend day. I can give you the. It's not as pretty, but I can show you.
Yeah, it wasn't picking me up at the very beginning during.
So I mean, all I can say here is
Yeah, it wasn't picking me up there.
the intensity, consistency is where we
Yeah.
wanted. So I'm gonna get this up. You must watch this video because there's too much good stuff that you're doing. From the timing perspective, when we go into the game mode, you have to remind yourself that part of being a good player is being able to mess with the opponent's timing.
Right.
Sometimes my serves or my serve return is baiting you a little bit to give you a little light longer. I loved the scramble loop. The loop wasn't something that you would want to take a video of, but you didn't bite to where you stepped in. I mean, there was one ball that you're like, it didn't come out. Well, yeah, because I waited for you to start this, and as I went through, then I took some pace off of it. But for the most part, the bounce on the forehand loop, the backhand loop, the flips, each one of those were buildable.
Right.
None of them was like
and
over hit.
it felt like I was improving throughout each of the drills too.
And as I've said countless times, we do games after you've worked your ass off.
Yeah.
So you got to take it, and we're also doing it from the standpoint of